how your friends and family are ruining your fitness goals. One thing you probably experience as a pain point is that a lot of people tend to offer you things and you seem to be unable to reject these things. Actually, a few people are actually, it's usually easy on the first attempt, but over a little bit of peer pressure, you tend to just take the thing that people offer you. I'm someone like this. I dislike not taking things from people. I like to be an open receiver. This is a good trait and a bad trait. Good trait because obviously I'm telling the world that I'm open to receiving things. Bad trait because if I'm on my fitness journey and people are offering me sweets, chocolates, etc., etc., if I'm around people, especially friends and families that are eating a lot of unhealthy foods, as I'm receiving these things from these people, I'm also, affecting my health and it's ruining my fitness and going to the gym or exercising. It's kind of counteractive to my journey, to everything I'm doing. So one thing I've learned that can help you massively, because you probably go through this same pain point as well, is to be able to improve your discipline skill in the area of saying no to people when they offer you the things that you do not want. Or you might necessarily want the thing, like you might actually want to eat the chocolate, you might want to eat the sweet, you might want to eat you might want to eat the specific thing that is unhealthy. But if you know that you're on your fitness journey, let's say for example you're fat and overweight, and you know that you have to become slimmer, or you want to become slimmer, or you desire to become slimmer, by accepting all the time these things that people are offering you, despite the fact that you really want this thing, by accepting these things, one, you're telling the world that you want to keep receiving this thing, and two, you're actually impacting your health in a negative way, or your fitness. So one way that has really helped me, and this is actually an actionable step for you, if someone offers you something that you do not want, I would I would recommend, or I would say, definitely be nice and kind to that person as they're offering it to you. Don't like be like, oh no, don't. Why you give it like don't brush them off. Don't like sod them off. Don't be like, nah, man. Or like, some of us can be very rude when we don't want something. But we need to think about the other person giving the gift as well, giving the thing. We have to be kind to these people that are offering these things to us, because they genuinely do care about you. The fact that they're offering something, like, not it's not easy to receive things from people or to give things to other people, unless that's just in your nature. But to give things away is not it's not easy to just be that type of person, or to come around people that are like that. So don't just brush them off and be like, nah. Like, say thank you, like, thank you so much for this gift, and then tell them your reason for why you can't take it at the moment. If it's something that is packaged, like, let's say they've given you like a packaged sweet, or like a sweet that's already packed in a box or whatever, wrapped up and stuff like that. If it's like in a form like that, you can still receive the thing, just give it to someone else. But if it's something that, like, is already open and you kind of need to eat it, it's probably going to expire today, even if that is the case. But if it's like, open, and like the minute you have it in your hand, like, it's just already messy, if that is the case, then just avoid taking that. Just be grateful to that person, show them gratitude. Thank you so much, but I'm going to have to pass, and then give them the reason for why you're doing that. So next time they're more thoughtful of what to give you, because you don't want to stop receiving gifts from people. Because the minute you start doing that, you stop receiving, and this will be in everything in your life. The minute you stop receiving from people, that's the minute the world stops giving you things that you want. So it will stop giving you the opportunities to go to the gym, or stop giving you the opportunities to improve your fitness, improve your health, etc., etc. It will stop giving you the right thoughts, the right emotions when you do get these opportunities to go get fitness. That's a lot of metaphysics behind that. I don't really want to get into that right now, but you probably get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to get at is, you want to improve the skill or the discipline of stopping people from, giving you the things that you don't want, and for them to still give you things, but only the things that you do want. And in this context, or in this scenario, it will actually benefit you to improve your fitness, because you're on a journey where you're trying to improve your health. You want to get that six pack, you want this specific thing, that the veins, you want those biceps, you want to look good, you just want to feel good and look good. And the only way you can achieve this is by making sure that your environment, your friends and family, are not offering you things that are going to actually affect your health. And this is one thing that has limited a lot of people, especially myself. Now, I remember I was in university yesterday, and there was actually this friend, and I sat next to him, and he offered me a sweet, and it was a Haribo packet, and it was the Tang Fastics, and I took it. Like, I wouldn't take like sweets, I wouldn't take chocolate from anyone, but I actually took it. I looked inside the packet, and it was just so good. It looked so good inside, and I picked up like one of the sweets, the cherry one, and I took it, and I just placed it on my tongue, and I just let it sit there for like numerous amounts of minutes, and I just let it like just literally vanish in my tongue. Obviously, I gave him the packet back. I didn't take any more, and I just wanted to kind of know what it felt like to eat a sweet after such like months of not eating sweets. And the only satisfaction I got from it was the minute it was like the first touch in my tongue, and maybe like numerous times where I would suck it. Pause. That sounds crazy. But what I noticed is that after, there was no like real drive for that thing. Like, if I hadn't had put it in my mouth, there would have been no drive to eat it. But sadly, after doing that, and that sounds crazy, if I hadn't had put it in my mouth. Pause on that again. But if I if I just didn't take that sweet, it probably would have been better for me, because now what had happened was that now I was in a state that I just wanted more sweet things. However, I didn't take another sweet from him, but what had happened was, after the lesson, when we was on our lunchtime, I went to go get like a chocolate croissant with filled with chocolate inside, and I got a hot chocolate. So good thing I didn't like ask for more sugar, but like I got a hot chocolate, and then after lunch I went upstairs, and there's like a little cafe in our hall, and I got another croissant again. Like, you know how crazy that is? The fact that like one micro decision to just take something that you shouldn't be taking just affected literally my whole day. And obviously croissants aren't terrible, but like, especially the fact that I'm not necessarily bulking or trying to lose weight. I'm kind of comfortable with how I look, like in terms of physique. Obviously, I could put on a bit of muscle, and maybe put on some weight and just like tone up a bit. But I'm kind of like happy with my weight, and like I got my chest. I got like a 4 pack. I don't really need a 6 pack. It's just a bit too much effort. But not necessarily too much effort. I will achieve these things eventually, but I won't like smash my head in just to try achieve it. But what I've noticed is that discipline, improving your discipline, is so important, and the only way you can achieve this is by saying no to the things that aren't going to benefit your situation in that current state. And like, if you're trying to achieve your fitness goal of like I said, getting your biceps, getting your triceps thinner or like more toned, or like trying to get a six pack or an eight pack, or trying to chisel your legs, or seeing those veins, seeing the V line on your stomach, or seeing like a jawline and stuff like that. The only way you can achieve these things is by saying no to the things that you know aren't going to benefit you. But like I said as well, you can only do these things by, you have to say it gracefully and be kind to the person offering it to you. But like I always say in every video, if your mental state, which is very important, if your mental state is in a bad place, if you are suffering mentally with any form of mental health issue, if you are in a state of brain fog, when receiving these bad things, it will be so easy for you to just crumble and just take these things, or even be the person that goes to buy these things. If your brain is in a good place, are you going to go buy chocolate? Are you going to go buy sweets? No, most likely you won't. You'll rethink it and say, nah, I need to watch what I eat and just be careful. I'm not trying to get spots and stuff like that. You would rethink these decisions. But if your brain is in a bad space, like if you are someone that stresses a lot, you're gonna go eat, you're gonna go overindulge in things that you know you shouldn't be overindulging in. So think about improving your mental health. I mentioned this in every video. Take those deep breaths every day. Meditate. That's what meditation is. Meditation is staying still, being as still as possible, and breathing in such a sophisticated way that you're deep breathing through your nose and you're breathing out through your mouth. You could even be reading a book whilst doing this, listening to an audiobook. It doesn't necessarily have to be like one of those videos where you watch a guy like talking in your ears doing guided like everything you can do yourself. You don't need guided meditation. You can do it yourself. It's just, some people just prefer to be guided by meditation. I used to enjoy doing that, but now I kind of just do my deep breathing myself. I know what to do already. Like, it's not hard. And be grateful for your life, your situation that you're in currently. This will improve your mental health so much more. Like, especially in the beginning stages, being grateful and like gratitude journaling, it's not easy to do these things because you almost feel like, what's the point of doing this? If you're in a state of what's the point of doing this whilst gratitude journaling, that means you need to do it more until you find the things that are like, okay, wow, I'm so grateful for this thing. When you can actually get to a point where you're emotionally feeling that, wow, I am genuinely grateful for this thing, that's when you can keep being grateful for more things every single day and show more appreciation for what you do have and not what you don't have. That will improve your mental health like massively. And remember, by improving your mental health, you can actually take the right actions and have the right thoughts and the right emotional conviction to go to the gym, to be fit. You don't necessarily have to go gym. I just say gym as a full consensus of fitness. But what I'm trying to get at here is you need to improve your mental health first. And you also need to tell the people around you that you're on this specific journey. Be kind to them. And if they offer you things that you don't want, don't accept these things. But you can only have this discipline if your brain's fixed first. You need to fix your brain first before you can even have the courage to say no to someone. If your brain's in a bad place, you'll probably just shout at them, get angry at them. You'll probably just receive the thing and not want to deny it because you'll feel bad and stuff like that. But when your brain's fixed, you will have the courage, the confidence to be like, to be kind to this person and graceful and appreciative of them offering you this thing that you know you don't need in this specific moment. Or you'll also be confident enough to take the thing, like especially if it's packaged, and give it to someone else and be kind to them as you're offering it to them. Or just watch how they respond to you offering things to them. That's such a nice gesture, I think, and also you're helping yourself. It's like a win-win in a I tend to do this a lot. Like if for example I've been offered like a sweet or chocolate or something, or like an abundance of something that I don't need, I will go give it to like a homeless person, and they will show me. So some homeless people not necessarily give a lot of like kind responses, but some homeless people are so appreciative of the things that I offer them. So I just want you to take that into consideration. Actionable step. Start taking discipline in what you're being offered. Be kind to the people that are offering you the things that you're offering. Improve your mental health, because that's probably step zero. And if your mental health's in a bad place, then most likely you're going to go indulge in these things. The reason why you're probably indulging in these things in the first place is because your mental health is in a shit place, and you just need to improve it. So, actionable step. Another one is also be mindful and self-aware of what's happening in your surroundings. I think that's very important. And there's literally nothing more to say in this video, because I think I've covered everything that you need to know about how to stop your friends and family from ruining your fitness goals. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, guys. We out. Peace.